Welcome to this edition of News Today, a series where we briefly discuss and analyze important news of the day. Without delay, take a look at the headlines first. Government approves scheme to promote manufacturing of electric passenger cars in India. Government notifies the Cinematograph Certification Rules 2024 in pursuant to the Cinematograph Amendment Act 2023. Ministry of Home Affairs launches unique digital criminal case management system CCMS platform. Government launched National Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Snakebite Envenoming. Gender Inequality Index 2022 released by United Nations Development Programme. India and Brazil hold first 2+2 defense and foreign ministerial dialogue. In the very first news, government approves scheme to promote manufacturing of electric passenger cars in India. Here are the key highlights of the scheme. The scheme is launched under Ministry of Heavy Industries (MHI). Project Management Agency (PMA) will be responsible for providing secretarial, managerial and implementation support and carrying out other responsibilities as assigned by Government of India. In terms of eligibility criteria, minimum investment required during 3-year window is Rs 4,150 crore or $500 million. Additionally, there is no limit on maximum investment. Also, domestic value addition DVA criteria during manufacturing is 25% within a period of 3 years and 50% within 5 years from the date of issuance of approval letter by MHI or PMA. Bank guarantee will be returned only when 50% DVA is attained and investment of at least Rs 4,150 crore has been made, or to the extent of duty foregone in 5 years, whichever is higher. For performance criteria, all electric passenger vehicles shall meet the performance criteria of Production-Linked Incentive (PLI) Auto Scheme. The tenure of the scheme is 5 years or as notified by Government of India. Rationale of scheme is to attract investments from global electric vehicle (EV) manufacturers and promote India as a manufacturing destination for EV. Promoting healthy competition among EV players can lead to high production volume while reducing imports of crude oil and generating employment. Further, here are some other initiatives to promote electric vehicles. Faster adoption and manufacturing of EVs FAME India scheme. Phase 1 was launched in 2015 and Phase 2 was launched in 2019. PLI scheme for automobile and automotive components PLI Auto was launched in 2021, providing financial incentives to promote domestic manufacturing and draw investments into value chain of automotive manufacturing industry. EV 30 at 30 global campaign was launched for deployment of EVs and target at least 30% new EV sales by 2030.
Moving on to the next news. Government notifies the Cinematograph Certification Rules 2024 in pursuant to the Cinematograph Amendment Act 2023. New rules will be replacing the Cinematograph Certification Rules 1983. These rules aim to streamline and modernize the film certification process for the digital age, keeping pace with the emerging technologies and advancement in the film sector. These rules will also enhance transparency, efficiency, and ease of doing business for the film industry. Now let us have a look at the key provision of the rules. The 3 age-based certification rule. Under UA category, UA 7+, UA 13+, and UA 16+. Categorization is mainly meant for parents or guardians to consider whether their children should view such a film, and these are only recommendatory. Additionally, there are other existing categories such as U, standing for universal, A, which means only for adults, and S, meaning only to a few class of persons. To promote equity, now there is greater representation of women in the Central Board of Film Certification. 1/3 of the members in the board shall be women, and preferably half of the board members shall be women. Removal of the restriction on validity of certificate for only 10 years will further promote perpetual validity of certificates. And lastly, recertification of the edited film for television broadcast is to be done, as only unrestricted public exhibition category films can be shown on the television. Furthermore, the Cinematograph Amendment Act 2023 has amended the Cinematograph Act 1952. Now let us also understand what is the Central Board of Film Certification. It is a statutory body which regulates the public exhibition of films under the provisions of the Cinematograph Act 1952. It works under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. It is headquartered in Mumbai and has 9 regional offices.
In another news, Ministry of Home Affairs MHA launches unique digital criminal case management system CCMS platform. The newly developed digital CCMS was designed by National Investigation Agency (NIA). It is a user-friendly and easy-to-deploy, customizable, browser-based software to help state police forces to their investigations and prosecution. The National Investigation Agency (NIA) is a central counterterrorism law enforcement agency established under NIA Act 2008. Its headquarters is located at New Delhi. Now let's learn about the significance of digital CCMS. It enables NIA personnel to better coordinate in terrorism and organized crime cases, thereby improving justice delivery. It will help state police forces organize, integrate, and digitalize data generated during investigations, such as case documents, extracted data, collected evidence, and charge sheets presented to court. The platform will foster stronger cooperation between central and state agencies, including anti-terror squads of state police. It will also bring standardization into investigations, streamline compilation of terror-related data, improve conviction rates in sensitive and complex cases across country. Lastly, it will assist NIA and state police forces' preparedness to implement new criminal laws such as Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, and Bharatiya Sakshya Sanhita. Additionally, MHA launched Sankalan app, a compendium of new criminal laws by National Crime Records Bureau. It is designed for navigating through new criminal laws as a bridge between old and new criminal laws. It will work in offline mode as well, and its availability has been ensured in far-flung areas.
In another news, government has launched the National Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Snakebite Envenoming. Let us first start by getting to know about what is the National Action Plan. It has been launched by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The National Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Snakebite Envenoming, or NAPSE, aims at systematic reduction of snakebite envenoming risk through sustained availability of the anti-snake venom, capacity building, referral mechanism, and public education. This plan envisions to reduce snakebite deaths and disability cases by half by 2030 through the One Health approach. One Health approach is an integrated approach to sustainably balance and optimize health of people, animals, and ecosystems. It envisages the stepwise approach for states or union territories to develop their own action plan as per their needs. Few key strategic actions have been identified by the NAPSE. Regarding human health component, provision have been made to ensure anti-snake venom at all health facilities, surveillance of snakebite cases has been further strengthened, and institutionalization of the regional venom centers has also been done. For wildlife health component, education awareness, systematic research and monitoring, snake venom collection and snake relocation has been recommended. And lastly, for the animal and agriculture component, prevention of snake bites in livestock, community engagement, production and use of anti-venom have been identified as key areas of action plan. Talking about the snakebite envenoming, it is a neglected tropical disease caused by the bite of venomous snake. In India, around 90% of snake bites are caused by big four crawlers like common krait, Indian cobra or spectacled cobra, Russell's viper and the saw-scaled viper. Various initiatives have also been taken to control snakebite envenoming. Globally, in 2019, the World Health Organization launched Global Strategy for Prevention and Control of Snakebite Envenoming to reduce 50% death from snake bites by 2030. WHO has also developed Regional Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Snakebite Envenoming in Southeast Asia 2022 to 2030. In India, Snakebite Helpline number 15400 provides assistance to individuals or communities affected by the snakebite incidents. It will be piloted in 5 states like Puducherry, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, Andhra Pradesh and Delhi. Moving on to the next news. Gender Inequality Index 2022 has been released by the United Nations Development Programme. The index is released by the UNDP in the Human Development Report 2023-24 titled Breaking the Gridlock, Reimagining Cooperation in a Polarized World. Let us first have a look at the key highlights of the index. This index is topped by Denmark and followed by Norway and Switzerland. Talking about India's position, it has been ranked at 108 out of 193 countries with a score of 0.437. Meanwhile, in 2021, India stood at rank 122 out of 191 countries. India's neighbouring nations such as Bhutan ranked 80, Sri Lanka ranked 90 and Maldives ranked 76 have performed better. Before we move on, let us have a look at the initiative which helped in improving India's rank. Mission Shakti, which is an umbrella scheme for the safety, security and empowerment of women. For female labour participation, Code on Social Security 2020 has the provisions for enhancement in paid maternity leave from 12 weeks to 26 weeks. And the Code on Wages 2019 provided that no employer shall make any discrimination on the ground of sex while recruiting any employee for the same work. Other missions like Poshan 2.0, Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana also contributed in India's rank improvement. Coming back, now let us understand what is the Gender Inequality Index. It is a composite measure reflecting inequality in achievements between women and men in 3 dimensions. First dimension is reproductive health. It uses indicators, namely the maternal mortality ratio and the adolescent fertility rate. It also uses female reproductive health index. Second dimension is women empowerment, which is measured by the share of parliamentary seats held and at least secondary attainment level by both the genders. Additionally, it uses female and male empowerment index. Third dimension is labor market. It is measured by the labor force participation rates by both the genders. It also uses both female and male labor market index. The Gender Inequality Index score varies between 0 when women and men fare equally and 1 when men or women fare poorly compared to the other in all dimensions.
Moving on to the next news. India and Brazil hold first 2+2 defense and foreign ministerial dialogue. In 2+2 dialogue, both countries explored ways to expand cooperation in energy, critical minerals, technology and counter-terrorism. 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue is a meeting of foreign and defense ministers from 2 countries to discuss issues of mutual interest. India also has 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue with US, Australia, Japan and few other countries as well. Let's also understand India-Brazil bilateral relations. India-Brazil have been strategic partners since 2006 and share cooperation in multilateral forums like UN, G20, BRICS, IBSA, that is India, Brazil and South Africa. Also, the G4 countries, Brazil, Germany, India and Japan support each other for permanent seats in United Nations Security Council. Brazil is part of India-led alliances such as International Solar Alliance, ISA. Another example of cooperation in multilateral forums is close cooperation with Mercosur, which is a regional trading bloc in South America. In terms of trade, India is 5th largest trading partner of Brazil as per 2021 data. ISRO launched Brazil's satellite Amazonia 1 in 2021, thus boosting space cooperation. Joint statement and action plan for enhancing defense and security cooperation were also signed in 2020 for security cooperation. Brazil is the world's 2nd largest producer of biofuels. It is also part of Global Biofuels Alliance (GBA), an India-led initiative augmenting cooperation in biofuels sector. Apart from that, mechanisms like Trade Monitoring Mechanism, Strategic Dialogue (NSA) are playing key role in enhancing relationship between 2 countries by resolving various issues.
The personality in news for today is Nana Jagannath Shankar Seth. Recently, the Maharashtra cabinet decided to ask the Ministry of Railways to rename the Mumbai Central Station after him. Now let us get to know about Nana Jagannath Shankar Seth. He was a social reformer, educationist and a philanthropist and often described as the architect of Mumbai, which was then known as Bombay. Now let us have a look at his key contributions. He became the first Indian to be nominated to the Legislative Council of Bombay. He was also the founder of the Bombay Association in 1852. Moreover, he worked for the education of girls and women. He founded Native School of Bombay, which evolved into the prestigious Elphinstone College. Lastly, he was also a part of the committee that gave Project Impetus for India's first train that ran between Boribandar and Thane in 1853. He exhibited the values of courage, compassion and leadership.
As we conclude today's main news, let's take a look at some quick updates. NASA found clue while solving Voyager 1's communication breakdown case, which was sending back incoherent data. Voyager 1 was launched in 1977 to fly by Jupiter and Saturn. It crossed into interstellar space in 2012. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency has launched standards and labeling program for the solar inverter under voluntary phase. The objective is to help consumers make an informed choice about various energy-consuming appliances in terms of energy savings. Ministry of Home Affairs has been ranked among 10 top ministries in grievance redressal assessment and index during 2023-24. The objective is to present organization-wise comparative picture and provide valuable insights about strengths and areas of improvements regarding grievance redressal mechanism. India's first oil palm processing mill inaugurated under National Mission for Edible Oils, Oil Palm. It is a centrally sponsored scheme launched in 2021 to promote oil palm cultivation and reduce import burden on edible oils. Investor Education and Protection Fund Authority invites comments from stakeholders to simplify, expedite, and streamline case settlement process. Established in 2016 under provisions of Section 125 of Companies Act 2013 under Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Pilot program for cashless treatment of road accident victims was developed under Ministry of Road Transport and Highways to establish ecosystem for providing timely medical care to road accident victims, including during golden hour. National Health Authority shall be implementing agency in coordination with police, hospitals, state health agency and more. Ethanol 100 fuel was launched by the Petroleum Ministry. Ethanol 100 is a cleaner and greener alternative to gasoline. It is a blend of 92 to 94% ethanol, 4 to 5% motor spirit to provide color to flame, and 1.5% co-solvent higher saturated alcohol. Department of Fisheries successfully inaugurates the integration of the Kisan Credit Card Fishery Scheme with the Jan Samarth portal. Jan Samarth is a first of its kind online platform for directly connecting lenders with beneficiaries. Before we go, it's time to put your knowledge to the test in today's segment of Test Your. Thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of News Today. To get answers to today's quiz and to download the PDF of News Today, make sure to check out the links in the description below.